Hello, before you start watching this video, I would like to wish you a happy new year. Best wishes for 2023. In today's video, we're going to look at 3 ways to perform a static analysis on your Terraform code to either detect any potential vulnerabilities or simply make sure that your Terraform code is high quality. So let's get started. For today's video, I've chosen the Azure Landing Zone baseline that you can see here with the design and the Terraform code, which has automatically been generated from your design. You can also find all your Terraform files here, as well as the README to better understand the Azure Landing Zone baseline. You have the description, the network topology, how to use the architecture, and who are the maintainers. So now we are going to look at these 3 ways. The first one would be actually to do a pull request. To do the pull request, you simply need to set up first your credentials. You can either use GitHub or Azure DevOps, Bitbucket, or GitLab. Then you go back to the design, and here you are going to do a pull request. Like I said, you can choose GitHub, Azure DevOps, Bitbucket, or GitLab. For example, here we will choose GitLab. Then we will choose our project, Brainboard demos, and then we will choose a name. So here, landing zone baseline. And then we simply need to create it. Brainboard will give us the link to the PR that we can find here. And here you have my name. We requested to merge Brainboard into main. You have all the files that you have automatically been generated on Brainboard with, for example, the README, the main, for example, here, your variables as well. And then now, you can ask your team to review this Terraform code, and then you can do the merge directly here. This is the first way to do it. Then we will look at the second one. Second one, we go to the CI/CD designer, and here we are going to add 2 tasks. The first one will be a Terraform validate. Here, we give it a name. And then we add Terraform plan, give it a name as well. And now, for example, we want to run tfsec for security check. And we also want to run, for example, terrascan. And here, security check as well. So here, ignore the failure. And then we want to notify, for example, our team by email. So notify security team. Here, for example, we give an email address. And here, can you please check the security aspect of this infrastructure before deployment? And then here, for example, we want to notify them by Slack as well. So here, notify DevSecOps. And here we can say that Terraform plan, so Terraform validates and have been done, as well as terrascan and tfsec. And here we say, can you please check the security aspect of the Azure landing zone before deployment? the URL. Then here it looks like this. Here, the new workflow, we're going to give it a name. So here is static analysis for Terraform. And here, Azure landing. So we have designed our own workflow. We have given it a name. We save it. And then we run the pipeline. So the first action that actually Brainboard will do will be to Terraform validate. As you can see, the other actions are actually scheduled. So it's a success. As you can see here, configuration is valid. Then here, it's pending. And now it's running. Here, as you can see, the Terraform code is actually valid. The syntax is valid as well. Here, the security aspect, it tells us 4 past and 6 potential problems detected. Here, for example, we have result 1, cluster does not limit API access to specific IP addresses. We have the ID, the impact, the resolution, and here we also have the documentation that you can see here. Secure example. So now you can go back to the design and modify the configuration. Here, security check with Terrascan job failed. You also have the violation details with the description, the severity, and here you have the scan summary. And then now your team has actually been notified with Slack and by email. Now, for example, here we can look at status it failed. This is the ID, the pipeline where did it fail, who was the initiator, and the date. So I hope this video has been useful for you. And if you have any questions on how to build your own CI/CD workflow on Brainboard, I will be happy to help you do that. Have a great day.